We are in the final hours for Alabama. We have a Star Wars going there. We just finished it. It's got everything done on it, but I could not get a sticker for the yoke here. This is the Empire Strikes Back sticker, so we got to send him one. He's got to stick that on. But the rest of it came out just terrific. We have new chrome T-molding. This blue you see is the protective sheeting on it. Tmolding.com. We buy rolls and rolls and rolls of T-molding in all colors there. Steven has done a beautiful job touching up the black and the other color artwork on Star War. And
Star War?
Star War. Where's the Sharpie? Let me get the paint pen. I can paint pen that.
Paint pen.
Where, Walter? He's out there. We're loading the truck. And you know what? He had to change this.
And then we'll fire him.
This was a mess. This was all torn up. We got a brand new one by poor Walter. He was cursing me, weren't you, son?
It doesn't matter how it got there.
Well, he did. He got this out. We had to get this is a glass underneath here, and it scoops on. There's 3 screws, and this comes off. That's to get to the light, but it was all torn up. So we have a new overlay, but boy, was it hell to get the old one off. I have a good mind to call Atari and scream at them, asking what's going on. Anyway, all the controls are working. The yoke is working perfect. Come back here, Franklin. Let me show you in the back. Yes, there's no Ampliphone monitor. That's right. The Ampliphone monitor blew out ages ago. Ages. Let me tell you something. I vended the games. I had a lot of trouble with picture tubes. I had not 1, not 2, but I had 3 Ampliphone picture tubes blow out, literally short out. I could watch the arcing in the neck, and what a mess. And then it would blow up the high voltage unit. So you know what I did? I took them out, I dropped them in the trash, and I put a Tempest monitor in. Thank goodness the plugs in fine. The only downside is there's a stretch here. So unless you have an extender, you have to use the filter board. Oh, I hate filter boards, but in this case I had to use it. So we got the filter board in here so we could get this plugged in, and there's still a little slack. Bob Roberts cap kits, changed all the caps on this great power supply amplifier, and he also sells that big ass capacitor on the bottom. They call it the Atari Big Blue. But you know what Frank did? Let me show you something. You saw that. I turned the game off before I unplugged it. That's right. Frank, who's working the camera, I gave him the task of reheating this lovely board here. You see this? This is lots of troubles because all of these little pins have been rocking back and forth for 30 years. Not 10, not 20, 30. You got to take this board off. You got to clean out the grooves. You got to burnish the edge connectors. We use that fiberglass eraser I showed you, and then you have to very carefully and very nice and slowly reflow new solder on all those connections. If you do that, you will save yourself a whole lot of grief down the road. Intermittent problems.
Taking all the layers of boards apart.
Yes, you don't want to do all that. Oh gosh, I think I missed a row. You know what? It's the lateness of the hour, guys. You miss a row, and the pins won't line up. This is what happens. But we are leaving at 6 a.m. tomorrow for Alabama. I'm not. Actually, Tony is going tomorrow with his cousin. He's driving down to Alabama for us. It's a healthy trip. What is it, 14 or 15 hours? He's taking another load of games with him. I think a lot of you have played this a zillion times. I'm actually a lousy player at this, but I'll play easy. Is easy a good thing? Do you know how many of these we've sold? This is number 54. 54 different Star Wars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 54 of these we have sold to the home market. I guess a few went to arcades or something, but I think we mostly deal to home. So you know who's buying a lot of these games now? Barcades, places that are putting them into location, either on free play or at a quarter a play, to get new clients in. Everybody has discovered the A, simplicity, and B, the fun factor of all the old classics. The other games they have today I don't like, but it could be because I'm 57, but You're just too difficult. What was that crap?
7.
I'm 57.
I thought we had 57.
Years young.
I think
57.
all of them are later.
57 years young. You know, my kids like my gaze. I have a 14 and a 17-year-old. Now watch this if you can see it. It says, "May the force be with you." Just barely see it. Now here's the only issue with the Wells Garner. Sometimes there's a slight picture breakup when the Death Star explodes. That's the only problem with this game. Everybody says, "Oh, it doesn't trace the lines fast enough." It's fine. And you know what's best about the Wells Garner? They never go bad. Once you rebuild them with new caps, Zanin Electronics has the complete kit with all the transistors, the mounting transistors. Zanin Electronics, he sells the Wells Garner 6100 cap kit with everything, and it's cheap too. You can change everything in that thing and make it bulletproof. And then there's a little low voltage board you have to. What is this noise? Can't you be quiet while I'm trying to film?
I could, but I don't like to be. Too busy making you money.
Oh, not enough.
Ever.
Not enough.
Could have been killed.
Anyway, oh, you know what? You can see here we're testing monitors. Too. We got this is monitors a go-go, isn't it? Oh boy. So we got some monitors. We're getting, and then we're gonna get Space Invaders loaded for Alabama, eh? And off we go. And keep watching. We got a Sente system, a rare one coming your way. Good. Thank you. How about buying a real arcade game for your house? My daughter Tammy will show you all about it.
Have you ever thought of owning your own video arcade game? Well, come to TNT Amusements. We've got plenty of them. We have 100 different machines for sale in our Southampton, PA showroom. Where can you find classics like Galaxian and Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Stargate? Oh, and we have pinball. If you get tired of your game, we guarantee you generous trade-in credit. How about buying your very own shuffle bowling alley? Woo! Oh, I love touchscreen games. How about buying your very own bubbler jukebox that holds 500 CDs?
It's electric!
And all of our machines come with TNT Amusements' exclusive 5-year service plan. Go to our website for prices and more info, tntamusements.com.
We're in the yellow pages under amusement.
Living is good, isn't it, folks? That's all for now. Good night.